Green light's on? Green light's on. Okay. Good evening, this is the April 25th meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals. Clarissa?
The first is a request for an extension of appeal number 2015-034 for Gendot Associates. They're seeking a third one-year extension expiring May 12th, 2020.
Do I hear a motion?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Let's see. Frank?
Aye.
Okay. Mr. Whitmire?
Aye.
Mr., who do we have over here?
Barnett.
Barnes?
Aye.
And I vote aye.
Everybody's having a rough day.
I don't have my glasses on, I can't, not that it matters. No. All right, and I vote aye, so that we'll give him another year. Last extension.
That's what it gets.
Okay, the next appeal is number 2019-010, Patricia Alana, 166 Cliff Road West, which was adjourned from April 11th.
Okay.
She's still sworn, right?
Yeah, I think,
Yes, she was
You remember you're still sworn from the last hearing.
right.
Yes.
Okay, just state your name and your address.
Diana Laspisa with Morano Expediting Services, 4 Hamilton Court, Coram, New York, 11727. We were here before the board on April 11th, where the neighbors behind the subject property did express some concerns regarding their visibility to the sunroom. I did visit the site. I'm not sure if the board had gone out.
Oh, I was there.
Oh, good. All right, good. So I have I have 3 pictures. I wrote on the back where the pictures were taken from, which way they're facing. 2 are facing the neighbor's house. One from, I kind of walked through the vegetated area, and, you know, I can't go onto their property, although I think I may have been.
Well, I'll tell you, why don't you just step up here and show the neighbors pictures showing the visibility to the other house?
He CC'd me on the email, so I
Okay.
actually did see those pictures as well.
Yes, well,
It's not visible.
It's heavily vegetated. You were being kind and saying vegetated.
Yes, you know, I mean, what we're looking to do is the sunroom, it's not a second story.
right,
So
Right.
I was kind of hoping the board agreed with us.
yes.
So my client does not have any intention of doing planting back there, and our property
We don't feel
is,
there's a reason to.
okay, because our property is higher, their property is lower elevation, so we can actually see more of their house, they can only see roof.
Right.
With the
But we're not
side of the
gonna
building with no windows.
Yes, I know.
All right, anyone else to be heard on this matter? Let's have a reading.
Well,
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
well, no, it was mentioned at the last meeting that we suggested it could plantings be worked out. Were they unreasonable when you spoke with them?
The homeowner? She's not unreasonable, but it's
Oh,
not,
it's necessary.
you know, to ask somebody, in their request, cause he did CC
Yeah,
me
I
on
have
the
the
email,
letter.
he's
Yeah.
requesting 5-6 foot arborvitaes, those are $200 each. I Googled it
Yeah.
today, you know, and it's not, I mean, we see more of their house. The sunroom also actually sits lower
Yeah.
than the roof line on the house as it is, and it's, you know, it's not that the neighbor or my client is looking to create a problem, but it's
No,
also
I don't
asking
think
them.
that's being unreasonable,
Yeah,
I had
it's-
thought we sent you saying, see if you could
Well,
work it out.
I did, and
And
if the
it-
board agreed and felt that it really was visible, then of course my client would do that, but I really don't, me
I don't-
personally, it sounds like other people, I don't think it's necessary, it's not gonna.
I think it's overkill the way
Yeah,
it's
and
set
their
up.
house is also, you had mentioned, I heard you guys talking about the distance, so his survey's not to scale, but the back is pretty boxed, so what I did was took the 2 dimensions off the back, it's 225.33, plus then there's like a 40 foot. So that would make the whole width of their lot 265.33, which would mean if you minus the one side yard setback, then the length of the house, they're 124 feet off of the side property line.
Yeah.
And he also mentioned in his email about planting trees. I don't see, he purchased his house in 2014. I looked on the county's website. I don't see any trees planted that are 3 years old. Those trees that are planted have been there for many years. I see low-lying shrubs, so if it's a big concern, you know,
There's 8 to 10 feet of greenery.
more.
In between the property lines.
Yeah, more.
Yeah,
No, we were there this morning.
Yeah.
and
Oh, okay.
We didn't see anything, I mean, it's twice we've been there.
yeah.
And we wanted to make sure we looked at the vegetation, but I had thought that something was gonna be worked out, but
Well, I did
Why?
discuss it with the homeowner, because if that was something that would make the board feel comfortable to act favorably, then she would
Yeah.
have agreed to it.
okay.
Yeah, I think it's overkill, but I think
Yeah, that's fine.
I think we're fine.
Also, you don't mind if we condition this variance, we have an 8x12 shed that's across the property line, the other neighbor's property line?
She's removing that. You can put that condition on there.
Okay.
And
Thank
it'll
you
have
very
to
much.
be removed prior to the CO being issued.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Anyone else to be heard on this matter? Obviously, no one. Who's got it?
Mr. Chairman, I move that the appeal of Patricia Alana, 166 Cliff Road West, Wading River, for variances and or relief from Chapter 301, Section 29A1D, where the shed under 144 square feet, 9 by 10, is removed from the, and Section 34, where proposed building area is 22% of the lot area and maximum permit is 20%, and where proposed rear yard setback is 25.8 feet, and a minimum required is 60 feet, be granted in accordance with the applications and sketches with amendments thereto, if any, as filed with the building inspector.
Second?
Mr. Barnes?
Aye.
Mr. Whitmire?
Aye.
Mr. Seabrook?
Aye.
I vote aye. So the appeal's been granted, and approximately 2 weeks, all the paperwork should be ready.
Good luck.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Next was appeal number 2019-011, Stars Ventures, 1074 Pulaski Street, which was adjourned from April 11th. For any comments from the public.
And there were no comments filed.
No comments filed.
Okay, thank you.
Is there anyone here on this matter? Okay.
I think Mr. Whitmire has the reading.
You guys ready? I move that the appeal number 2019-011, Sirs Ventures 1074 Pulaski Street, Riverhead, Suffolk County Tax Map number 600-125-1-11-INDC zoning for variance and a relief from Chapter 301, Section 123. Where the proposed impervious surface is 68% of the lot area, amended from 66%, and maximum permitted is 60%, be granted in accordance with the applications and sketches with amendments thereto, if any, as filed with the building inspector.
Second.
Mr. Barnes?
Aye.
Mr. Whitmire?
Aye.
Mr. Seabrook?
Aye.
And I voted aye, so that appeal's been granted. And let's go on.
We gotta wait for her to swear these people.
Oh, we have to wait for Dawn to come in.
Give it a second.
We should talk about that at their release. Let's get that squared away.
What's that?
Swearing in. I wanna see how critical it is.
Okay, Joe.
Thank you. You have to swear somebody out when they come
Okay,
up.
appeal number 2019-013, Brenda Barber, 25 Locust Road, Wading River, tax map number 627-368, RB80 zoning, for variances and or relief from Chapter 301, Section 29A1B, where shed 6.5 feet by 6.5 feet is 2.2 feet from the property line and minimum required is 25 feet. Section A1C, where shed 8 by 12 feet is 10 feet from property line and 8.7 feet from rear street line, and minimum required is 20 feet and 60 feet. Where shed 10 by 14 is 5.8 feet from the rear street line and minimum required is 60 feet. Section 31, where proposed impervious surface coverage exceeds 15% of the lot area and maximum permitted is 15%. where proposed combined side yard is 20.63 feet and minimum required is 65 feet, where proposed rear yard setback is 38.91 feet and minimum required is 75 feet, and section 222E, where proposed addition increases gross floor area within a required side and rear yard, representing an increase in degree of nonconformity of a pre-existing dwelling which is not permitted.
John Bendelsor, architect of record,
Okay.
74 Josephine Drive, Wading River, New York.
Okay, and
I'm Mary Ortega, 25 Locust Road, Wading Road.
do you both swear that the testimony about the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Whoever's speaking, would you please speak right into the mic, Phil?
Sure, okay.
So who's ever up first, right into the mic.
Okay, we're here on behalf of asking for a variance. My client has requested to do a one-story addition to the rear of the house for some additional living space. She has recently taken in her mother and her aunt who is disabled and is in badly need of some additional living space for the house. The addition is configured in such a way that the east property line towards the rear is being encroached roughly about 10 feet off the property line, which somewhat equals the existing setback on the other side of the house up towards the front of the house. So we worked to try to configure it in such a way that we wouldn't be encroaching any further than the existing house already does to the property. So, if there's any questions?
So, are they gonna be living in the back portion of the house?
The actual bedroom space is in the basement section, which I believe is also part of the legalization of the basement rooms. The back of the house will be a living room and a family room.
So the basement is gonna be for the mother and the aunt
My mother and my cousin.
and your cousin, and they're disabled?
My aunt is fully disabled, she's in a hospital bed.
Just get up closer to
So
the
how-
microphone if you would. Thanks.
My
So,
aunt is fully disabled, she's in a hospital bed. And
So how would she get down the stairs?
she wouldn't be down the stairs, she would be on the main floor.
Okay,
So the living room and the family room, that would be on the extension part. I can fit the hospital bed if I needed to move her out of her room.
okay.
That's really why I was,
What's in the basement currently?
my mom and my cousin,
So they live downstairs
Yes.
already,
yes.
but you wanna add on so you can,
So
will there be
it's
a
not- so
proposed
it's not-
kitchen on this addition?
No,
There's no proposed kitchen?
no, I already have a kitchen on
Yeah.
my main floor.
I'm just asking.
Oh, no,
So is it
I'm
a-
the one who cooks and takes care of everybody.
Is it a bedroom and a bathroom that you're adding?
Living room and, like a dining room.
I'm trying to get the layout right in my head. Do you have
When
the
I-
plans with you?
Yes,
Yes.
we do.
Can we take a look at it?
Sure, absolutely.
Thank you. Thanks.
Two-story residence is 787 square, very small.
Well, the main house is 1,500 square feet.
You're looking at like a 580 square foot addition.
648.
On the first floor, but it's a two-story in the front,
Yes,
so it's like 1,500 square feet. That's what I was
This is the existing basement. The plans will denote everything and hopefully be legalized as part of the building.
So if they would go without a permit, I take it, and the town said if you wanna legalize put the addition on, you need to legalize.
It wasn't a condition that, you know, but.
But I mean, you brought it up and
Yes,
said,
right.
we wanna make it
Yeah,
legal,
we
which
do,
is good,
yes,
that's
absolutely.
fine.
So, and it is fully egressable, they put in egress windows.
Nice and safe, that's what counts.
The only difference is initially, the grade does drop off. We were thinking about putting piles in and elevating the first floor so it's equal to the existing first floor, but this is now going to be a full basement instead of piles.
So, to try to get this layout in my head correctly,
Okay.
You're gonna walk in the front door into the kitchen.
You walk into the existing kitchen, this is the bedroom for the aunt, that's disabled. There's a bathroom, a dining room, which is kind of just a great room at this point, it's used for everything. So we're looking to build a connecting hallway, and then a living room and a family room, pretty much equal size. The remainder of the bedrooms are upstairs, where there's an existing bedroom, up on the second floor.
Watch out, though.
One in the front, one in
The
the
sign.
So, let me look at this layout. I'm looking at a first floor, where's the closets? Where's the bedroom closets here?
This is an existing, bedroom that has no closet.
There's no closets
No.
proposed in the two bedrooms either. What's that about?
These are family rooms here.
Okay,
Yeah, the living room
Okay.
and a family room. The bedrooms are downstairs.
and they have some closets, but it doesn't seem like a lot of closets.
No, they really,
There's one under the stairs here.
Right.
Okay, all right. Just wanna make sure it flows correctly. And then there's gonna be another additional room upstairs, two bedrooms.
Right, basically to, make this bedroom dressable.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms in the house.
Yes.
Okay. So none of them will be rented out or anything like that, it's all gonna be family. Okay, just
My
wanna
son
make
lives in
sure.
the other one.
No.
And I,
Oh, just wanna make sure.
Let me ask you, do we need 3 sheds on the property?
no, sir. The plastic sheds were just temporary, so while I was moving my family in, that's where I kept the
Which
extra
one is
stuff
that,
in.
ma'am?
The plastic ones.
I know, which,
Oh,
is that the 6x5 or 6x?
the 6x5.
So that's gonna be removed?
Yes.
And the other ones you need?
The other ones I need, because one was for me, my son, and my wife, and then the second one was for my mom, my aunt, and my cousin's belongings, whatever didn't fit in the house. But
So-
we can relocate it if it has to be moved, I will move it.
So this entire addition is primarily, exclusively for family.
Yes, sir.
That's all I need to hear.
Okay, anyone else? Any of the board members have any other questions? Anyone in the audience have any problems? Obviously not.
Mr. Whitmire, did you say the shed was 6 by 6?
On the survey, it's 6.5 by 6.5,
And that's gonna be eliminated?
Yes, sir.
yes.
Okay. All right, so what we're gonna do is have that removed then. So we're not gonna seek a variance for it.
No.
Right, so we'll just,
So I'm not gonna read it into the reading. Okay? I'm taking it out. Okay, so, I move that appeal 19-13 of Brenda Barber, 25 Locust Road, Whitting River, Suffolk County Tax Map 627-368, located in the RB 80 zoning for variances and relief from Chapter 301, Section 29A1B, and Section A1C, where the shed, 8 foot by 12 foot, is 10 feet from the property line and 8.7 feet from the rear street line, and the minimum required is 20 feet and 60 feet. Where the shed, 10 by 14, is 5.8 feet from the rear street, the line maximum is 60 feet. Section 31, where proposed impervious surface coverage exceeds 15% of the lot area and the maximum permitted is 15%. Where the proposed combined side yard is 20.63 feet and the minimum required is 65 feet. Where proposed rear setback is 38.91 feet and the minimum required is 75 feet. And section 222E, where the proposed addition increases gross floor area within a required side yard and rear yard, representing an increase of degree of nonconformity of a pre-existing dwelling, which is not permitted, be approved in accordance with applications and sketches thereof, if any, filed with the building inspector.
Second?
Mr. Whitmire?
Aye.
Mr. Barnes?
Aye.
Mr. Seabrook?
Aye.
And I vote aye. Best of luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Taking on a lot of responsibility, good for you guys.
Thank
And other than that, good luck.
Thank you.
Do we hear a motion to accept the minutes
So moved,
from
Mr.
the
Chairman.
last meeting? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I think you do better without the glasses.